time for baseball on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Mark Burley gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Digging in, Whit Merrifield. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway.
First pitch, 110.
Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Baez has it, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Adalberto Mondesi. Here comes the first pitch. Burley has pitched north of 3,200 career innings in the majors and posts a respectable ERA in the high 3s. Bases are empty, one man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Burley has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, and that will break the seal early here. It's quickly 1-0.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started, but to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
Batting third.
So now to the plate, George Brett. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
In is Jorge Soler, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Chop to the right side. Should get the runner to third. Throw to Thomas is in time for the out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Jose Abreu. And a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning. From the stretch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Looking at his career totals, Abreu is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second just because he took the first one that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Brett at third with 2 away. This is on the ground over to first. Right to him. Thomas will take this one over to first. And with that, the inning ends. Zach Greinke is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. Solid win total from last year, and he'd like to win a whole bunch of games in this new season. He's a good pitcher, and he normally pitches good at the beginning of the season, and he rides that storm out all the way through the end. It'll be interesting to see what kind of start he gets off to this year.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 9.
Up next for Chicago, Minnie Minoso. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
Here we go.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Into the box now, Frank Thomas, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Thomas is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Hit out towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's 1-1.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Good Nurko.
Into the box, Paul Konerko. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Fouled off. Runners on first with one down. And it's 2-1 now to Konerko.
Hey, sometimes it doesn't go exactly according to plan. Two aces on the mound. We thought they were going to throw up donuts all game. Both teams are able to score. Let's see which one settles down quicker.
3-1.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 74.
Ready now for the White Sox, Eloy Jimenez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Two out with the man at first.
Let's go, WhiteSox!
Oh, and that is right there for strike two.
I got the count 0-2. Let's go, WhiteSox!
That misses. 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. MLB Network is back on the south side after this. The 2-0. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Royals strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. So here's Yoan Moncada. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The 1-0.
2-0.
And he swings right through it there. 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
The 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Now to the plate, Javier Baez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Set. Here it comes.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. The 3-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at third because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way, they'll still wind up with a runner at second and third and still no outs after the ground rule double.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. 1-0 the count. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Leury Garcia. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In his career, Anderson Has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. One and one, the pitch. Two outs here with a runner at third. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. And not in time as the run scores. Now here's the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Soler's after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. We'll go now to the top of the third. White Sox on top, 3-1.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2 is a fastball taken high for a ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. KC down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now at the plate, Minnie Minoso. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he gets ahead 0-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Now here it comes. Hit out towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Frank Thomas, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run shot for Big Frank Thomas. First home run of the campaign for him as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
I know all home runs count the same, but that one went a little bit farther than most. That's what he does. A power hitter with a challenge fastball is going to go a long way when he's on his game.
At the plate now, Paul Konerko.
The designated hitter.
As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He popped out in his first trip. The 1-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Eloy Jimenez waits on deck. Base is empty here with nobody out. Three and 1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. So a solo shot here for Paul Konerko. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Standing in now, Eloy Jimenez. A ball and no strikes. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0 home.
Hey!
Three runs already home here. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
2 strikes.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he'll reach second now with one away. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with a good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Now the Kansas City manager will make the slow walk to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart early here this afternoon, as he just never got into any kind of groove out there. Jesse Hahn is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. And that brings up Javi Baez, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. Baez is a middle infielder by trade, of course, usually a shortstop, but they've got him at second base in this one.
Yeah, Matty, this guy's got some of the best hands in the game. It doesn't matter. Shortstop, second base, you can pretty much put him wherever you want in the infield. Premium defender, up the middle defender. Looks to help out the pitching staff any way he can.
The Royals get some action in the bullpen going now as a left-hander starts to throw. One out and a runner on second base. Three and one.
Count it 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses ball four. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Moncada rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score, and it's now a 6-run lead.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
To the plate now, Leury Garcia, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 home is taken high above the zone.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base, find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
From the belt, the pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there at short, as he'll hang on here to record the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Lifetime against Jesse Hahn. Small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball one. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Anderson has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. The 1-0. Popped up. Abreu has room in foul territory. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On now to the top of inning number 4. The White Sox lead it 7-1. Settling in now, Jose Abreu. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here's the pitch.
1-0.
Here's the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Chopper down the third baseline. Now here's a drive out to right center field. Now this rolls all the way to the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
In now, Steve Finley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
1 run, 4 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
Payoff pitch one more time. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Hunter.
So here's the Royals DH, Hunter Dozier, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. And he lays off for ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Garcia is right there, 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The batter, the catcher, Salvador Perez.
2 on here with 1 man out. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. First pitch on its way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
2 balls and a strike now. One run, 4 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. Swung on and belted to left by Perez. This one's deep. And it's gone. A 3-run shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
The left fielder, number 22.
Into the box, Jason Hayward, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped up. Thomas has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Center fielder on the run. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
At the plate, Adalberto Mondesi, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Anderson brings it in. Throw onto the big target of Frank Thomas will take care of him, and that will end the inning. But not before the Royals strike for 3 on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the White Sox 7 and the Royals 4. Digging in and looking for more, Minnie Minoso. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
The left fielder, number 9.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Inside, ball 1.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So his day is fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Kansas City starter. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and in steps Big Frank.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2. One and two to Frank Thomas.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Here's the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
At the plate now, Paul Konerko, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Drives it out to deep right center field. Soler going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 2-run home run from Paul Konerko. His second of the game, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Standing in now, Eloy Jimenez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo home run for Eloy Jimenez. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Two balls and no strikes, the count to Yoan Moncada. Moncada, just 24 years of age. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Two and one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
And the 3-1. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Here's Javier Baez. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Off the plate, ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 1-0 home is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning.
Let's do this, WhiteSox!
Into center field, line drive base hit. Now a long throw to third, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Hey, one of the things that makes it so tough to pitch is you consistently have to make good pitches. Even on 2-0, you just can't lay one right down the middle.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to nip a corner right there, but hats off, challenging 2-0 in a fastball count. He came and got some.
First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the White Sox 10 and the Royals 4. Ready for another shot now. George Brett, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Jorge Soler waits on deck. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. No hits to this point. In there, and it's even at 1. A runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
So here's Jose Abreu as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Runner at second here with one man out. Fouled away. Oh, and 2, here it is. Liner in there for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Steve Finley, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. And they're runners at the corners now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
That's Bolton.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. 3 balls and a strike to Finley.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count. You get a fastball, he gets it and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, Dan, that's what you strive for. Find count leverage situations where you can be aggressive. Process of elimination tells you he's got to come fastball or something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Hunter Dozier digging in now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. 3-2 to the Royals' designated hitter.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Looking to punch him out again. Pitch, a swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Another full count pitch on its way. First and second now, one man out. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, Dero. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag, and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting the result.
1-0.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 1-0 count. Here it is. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Hayward.
So coming to the plate, Jason Hayward. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Royals settle for just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 10 and the Royals 5. Jake Kalish is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 74, Jake Kalish.
Digging in the switch hitter, Leury Garcia has got an RBI despite an 0-for-2 effort to this point.
Leury Garcia.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Finley is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and up next it'll be Tim Anderson. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
One out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Finley calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Now batting, number 9.
Now at the plate, Minnie Minoso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And a ball, 1-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Stepping into the box, Frank Thomas. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. He's set and the pitch. A ball and no strikes. And that's too high, ball 2.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Wait for the pitch.
Now the 2-0. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he is in there.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. 2 well-hit, back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
In now, Paul Konerko. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. That evens it up 1-1.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Konerko awaits the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and the White Sox are out in front 11-5. Dylan Cease takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 84, Dylan Cease.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Whit Merrifield. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
With Merrifield.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. Cease stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was taken in the 6th round during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Garcia is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
Standing in, Adalberto Mondesi. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
2-0.
They turned him loose on 2-0, but he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And this is taken in for the 2nd out.
Now batting, third baseman, George Brett.
Now in the box, George Brett. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Now here's the pitch. 2-1 now. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And gone. An absolute bomb. George Brett with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Dan, I can only speak from my own past experiences. When the flags are blowing out, you want as many at-bats as you can, and that's exactly what's happening. This ball's jumping at it.
You know, D-Row, this is always a nightmare for a pitcher. Not only is this a good hitting ballpark, but the wind blows out on top of it. This is the last place you want to be a pitcher at.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Two out, nobody on. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. The 3-1. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. It's a solo shot for Jorge Soler. First home run of the campaign for him as they've cut this deficit down to 4. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Moncada over to his right. And that retires the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the White Sox 11 and the Royals 7. Into the box now, Eloy Jimenez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Lays off 1-0. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 1-1. Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Up next to Chicago, the third baseman,
One out for Chicago here in the 6th, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. First pitch on its way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And he lays off again, ball 3. Hard hit toward the hole and into left field for a 1-out hit.
Up next to the White Sox, the second baseman, Javier.
At the plate, Javier Baez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Grounded to the right. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Yasmani Grandal. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
The center fielder.
So striding forward now, Leury Garcia, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Now a throw over.
No, he's in there.
A runner on first with 2 away. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Merrifield has got it, and the side is retired. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. 7th inning coming up. The White Sox lead this one 12-7. Kelvin Herrera has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 41, Kelvin Herrera.
All set for the start of the inning, so the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Whit Merrifield, he flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
The next 1-2 pitch. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Adalberto Mondesi waits on deck. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
The batter, the shortstop, Adalberto.
Stepping up to the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner's back. First pitch on its way.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Nobody out, runner on first. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Ground ball right side. Baez able to get there, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The third baseman, number 5, George Brett.
In now, George Brett. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Runner at second here with 1 man out. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. He went deep last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
One and one the count. From the belt, the pitch. 1 and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. From the belt, kicks and deals. Misses, ball 2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Now on 3 and 2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game. And just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game. Aaron Bummer enters the game in a save situation, but he'll be asked to get 4 outs here instead of the standard 3.
Aaron Bummer. Now back, the first base.
Stepping in now, Jose Abreu. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Bummer. 6'3" left-hander. He was selected in the 19th round during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Skied into straightaway right. Jimenez will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the White Sox 12 and the Royals 9. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Standing in, Javier Baez. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Soler on the move. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Into the box, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Hit hard on the ground to second. Merrifield picks it up. Throw on to first in time, one away.
The center fielder, number 28, Garcia.
So stepping in, Leury Garcia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
A bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't irk you.
Oh, it does irk me. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
To the plate now, Minnie Minoso, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here. Now the 1-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge it.
Runner back safely. Now the 2-0 home.
Ball, that's inside.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there, but don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Soler's after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. We've played 8 full. White Sox on top, 13-9. Stepping up now, Steve Finley, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Rarely do you see a closer come in when you have a comfortable lead like this one here. We'll see if he's able to keep his concentration. A lot of times, closers have a difficult time when they have that lead of 3 or more runs.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. Sliced hard on the ground. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Striding forward now is the DH, Hunter Dozier. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball. Come on.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Salvador Perez. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First pitch on its way.
Yep, that ball went out.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. 1 there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4-out save. Job well done.
13-9, the final score in this ball game. The Palehose scored a lucky 13 in this one. Mark Burley earns his first win of the season. Zach Greinke allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Aaron Bummer records 4 outs on his way to the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Our paid attendance at Guaranteed Rate Field